What's good, everybody? It's your boy D Money Near here, and today we're actually about to do a reaction video to the top 10 90s cartoons. And yeah, I know my girl Tattoo Rika has already done her compilation of it. Y'all be sure to go check her out. Shouts out to my girl. But today we're about to do mine. So this is actually brought to you by WatchMojo. So without further ado, let's go.
Superheroes, pocket monsters, robots, and stoners. The 90s were awesome.
Yeah.
Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we'll be counting down our top 10 favorite cartoons from the 1990s.
Don't you know cartoons will ruin your mind?
I ain't gonna lie, I used to love Ren and Stimpy.
It's done to your brain.
Number 10, X-Men. Kicking off our list is the cartoon show with a theme music we still can't get out of our heads.
Yo, this is my shit, you know what I'm saying? You cannot pull me away from the TV on Saturday mornings. X-Men came on. If I just heard that, I ran from where I was at to watch this sucker. Like, for real, this is my shit. Still is to this day, and my favorite character, which is also my nickname.
Released before these superheroes finally hit the mainstream, this critically acclaimed series focused on prejudice, while faithfully recreating characters from the comics and retelling beloved storylines.
See, and that's the number one thing about cartoons back then. Like, back then, cartoons actually had a meaning for what they were going on. Don't get me wrong, it was entertaining, but they actually had a meaning on what they was doing, what they was talking about, and why they was doing it. And like they said, this was talking about prejudice, and like there was a meaning for every episode, and it was interesting. Don't get me wrong, it was super interesting, but you know, there was always a meaning behind the cartoon.
As a result, it became the longest-running Marvel Comics cartoon series ever.
I know more of this world than you have even dreamed. That is why I must destroy it.
Number 9, SpiderMan.
Another one I used to always be all up into.
Accompanying X-Men on Fox was this Marvel superhero cartoon. With its bigger budget, SpiderMan introduced the notion of one major story arc per season to the cartoon world. True to its source material, it focused on the personal conflicts of Peter Parker, rather than mindless action or cornball humor.
When you crash a party, you're really crashing.
But one of the best cartoons, this is one of the best Spider-Man cartoons I've ever seen.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say this is one of the best takes on our friendly neighborhood Spider-Man ever produced for the small screen.
Right.
Face it, Tiger. You just hit the jackpot.
Number 8, the Ren and Stimpy Show.
Maybe now you'll keep your stinkiness to yourself. Look, Ren, we're saved.
This stylized and frantic Nickelodeon series brought us lots of happy joy.
Oh, you idiot!
The nonsensical adventures of a psychotic chihuahua and his dim-witted cat friend generated controversy for their use of crude humor, sexual innuendo, and violence.
Well, that looks normal.
But, of course, that secured the show a cult following. Ren and Stimpy even inspired the creation of other satirical cartoons aimed directly at adults. Speaking of which...
Like what?
Number 7, Beavis and Butthead.
Yeah.
This MTV series merged animation with music videos in the form of a buddy comedy that starred two rock-loving, sex-obsessed, socially awkward juvenile delinquents.
That sucks.
Lacking supervision, brainpower, and morals, they went on misadventures that involved watching TV and causing trouble.
I used to watch this all the time.
Cartoons managed to disguise criticism of society and youth culture with such hilarious vulgarity, while also unwittingly promoting dangerous behavior.
Attention, Kmart shoppers. There's a blue light special in the jockstrap department.
I love that joke.
Number 6, Captain Planet and the Planeteers.
Don't get me wrong, Captain Planet was a good cartoon. It really was, but I never could get into it. I only had one person I actually liked them with Wheeler. But as far as Nickelodeon cartoons, concerned, that's what a real cartoon. Because Nick stayed true to what was going on in real life, and they still do to this day. That's why I've always been a Nickelodeon fan. Now, I mean, I like some things by Disney, but Nick Kid all the way.
Power is yours.
let's change gears entirely. Long before most of us even considered recycling, this groundbreaking cartoon made it cool to protect Mother Nature. With a superhero spin, the show focused on a handful of multicultural children empowered to defend Gaia, the Earth Spirit.
Gaia.
With their power rings, they fought polluters voiced by a star-studded lineup, and if necessary, they summoned a titular hero.
To save the day.
I am Captain Planet.
Go Planet.
Just
Sorry,
remember,
I had a childhood moment.
The power is yours.
Number 5, Darkwing Duck.
Yo, this is one of the cartoons I was talking about, yo. Like, Disney had some fire-ass cartoons back in the day. That Darkwing Duck was one of the, was my shit back then. Darkwing Duck, DuckTales, Tailspin, you could not get me away from the TV, for real.
Let's get dangerous.
Following the success of DuckTales, Disney unleashed this memorable superhero parody. Drake Mallard was an ordinary suburban duck who lived with his daughter in St. Canard.
One of the best cartoons Disney has ever came out with.
Ordinary, we meant super. Darkwing Duck was a champion for justice, but was a hapless hero who regularly clashed with his courage. This made for a show that was funny, chock full of slapstick, and filled with catchphrases.
I always forget the milk.
Number 4, Pokemon.
Gotta catch 'em all.
Hot on the heels of Nintendo's global video game phenomenon, this show became the first truly popular anime cartoon in America. Centered on a group of children who were trying to catch 'em all and become master pocket trainers, the series always had a positive message. Well, aside from the creature enslavement.
But one thing, when the hell would this little motherfucker ever grow up? He's never evolved. Out of, I don't know how many freaking seasons. Like, he's never evolved. Why? Why is he still this? Evolve. This year. Sometime.
And it didn't take long for the show to overcome the bad press surrounding their seizure-causing visuals.
Pikachu, I choose you!
Number 3, Beast Wars Transformers.
Another
In the
one.
wake of Reboot,
That was another one that was off the chain.
Computer-animated TV series, the mainframe team used their technical and storytelling expertise to re-spark interest in the Transformers brand.
That's messed up. He used him as a shield and threw him in front of him.
Set several hundred years after the events of G1, this show took the battle to prehistoric Earth, where it focused on a tighter cast of characters, a gripping struggle, over-the-top action, humor, and the most heroic Transformer death ever.
And bad aim.
Tell my tale to those who ask. Tell it truly, the ill deeds, along with the good, and let me be judged accordingly. The rest is
up to you.
Number 2. Batman, the Animated Series. While the 90s were full of superhero cartoons,
one of the best
one
DC
that stands head and shoulders above the rest. Inspired by Tim Burton's films,
Give me a mirror.
This Batman
Very
series
good.
was
It's another
a
one I was all into.
take on the Dark Knight saga, the likes of which we wouldn't see again until Christopher Nolan's retelling. With a dark deco visual style, it strived towards adult-themed cinematic complexity, while also incorporating physical violence and the vocal talents of Kevin Conroy and Mark Hamill.
Sleep well, my friend. Wherever you are, whatever you've become, I will save you.
Number 1.
Still showing.
The Simpsons. Taking the top spot on our list is the award-winning, influential, record-breaking cartoon sitcom about a middle-class family from Springfield, USA. While Homer, Marge, Bart, Lisa, Maggie, and all their friends technically made their TV debut in the late days of the 80s, The Simpsons is a landmark 90s show, thanks to its beloved cast of characters, hilarious use of parody and satire, and its lasting effect on popular culture.
Oh, dear. Children, tell me when your father stopped scratching himself.
Really?
Kids?
We'll tell you, Mom.
Do you agree with our list, or are you going to terrorize us about it?
Terrorize!
Feel free to let us know in the comments section. We can
Yo, Y'all heard him. Feel free to let me know in the comment section. Yo, this list I fully agree with. Like fully. You know, I mean, it's like for those who's 90s kids, and y'all know what I'm talking about. These cartoons here was the one that you was like, you were rushing home from school just to hurry. And if you like me, my mama made me do my homework before I even touched anything else. Rush home from school. Either you did the homework while you was in class, or you did it as soon as you walked in that door, just to try to hurry and catch these shows. Like really, Ren and Stimpy was a show that basically came up at late at night, around 11, 12 o'clock, whatever, at nick at night. But Darkwing Duck and the rest of them, I knew exactly which man. Batman was at 3 o'clock. Darkwing Duck came on at like 4:30. Bonkers came at 4 o'clock. Like man, like I was on them. You could not stop me from watching. I had my homework and thing done. Shoot, mama come home like you son, you finished your work? Yeah. Well, you did it at class. Why you did your work at class? 'Cause I'm trying to catch my show. That's why. Like for real. But yo, again, let me know if y'all agree with this list. If y'all, like I said, this is my my list that actually like I actually agree with this list. That's why I went ahead and picked it. But again, anything y'all want to see, let me know in the comments below. You know what I'm saying? Be sure to like and subscribe. And till then, I'm gonna see you when I see you. Holla at your boy. Peace.